Hey, welcome to the Cheap Air Gunner channel. It's Cherokee Steve. I was just down here in my basement with my 2289 Crossman backpacker, and I had recently done some shooting with some heavier pellets, so to speak, really medium range in weight. You know, I've got some numbers written down, shooting a Predator Polymag at 16 grains, and also an H&N Terminator pellet at 16.36 grain. And I had done both of those with 40 pumps. Now those gave me velocities of, with the Predators, 661. And again, I got it repeated. I got 661 with the Terminators. Now that comes out to 15.88 with the heavier Terminator pellet. So just under 16 foot-pounds of energy with those two pellets, which are pretty much specifically hunting pellets. They're pointed. Predator Polymags have a poly tip on it, plastic tip, and the Terminators it's molded into the pellet, but it has a lead pointed tip on it as well. The rest of the head looks like a hollow point, but it does have that protruding metal pointed tip to it. Well, I decided I was going to try shooting some of the lightest pellets that I have, just to see what kind of velocities I could get. That was my main reason, was for velocity. Just, you know, wanted to see those increased numbers. Well, the lightest pellet that I have is a Beeman hollow point pellet, and those come in at 12.65 grain. That's the lightest that I have. I did it. I got readings at 40 pumps and at 35. I thought I remember doing some testing a while ago where I just didn't see that much of a difference between 35 pumps and 40 pumps, at least not to justify the extra pumping and the extra stress on the parts of the gun. I think I was only seeing like 5 feet per second increase in velocity. Well, this particular time it came out a little bit more. With the 40, well, let's start with the 35 pumps. 35 pumps, I got a velocity of 744 feet per second. Now that 744 feet per second comes out to 15.55 foot-pounds of energy. But with the 40 pumps, I was seeing more of a dramatic difference in velocity than I thought I previously did. With 40 pumps, I got 755 feet per second, or 11 feet per second increase over the 35 pumps. That 755 with a 12.65 grain pellet calculates out to 16.02 foot-pounds of energy. So actually, with the lighter, this is kind of surprising to me when I compare the Beemans, the lighter Beemans at 12.65 grain with 40 pumps. That extra velocity is actually producing more foot-pounds of energy than a heavier H&N Terminator pellet, which was 16.36 grain, which 661 velocity gave me 15.88 foot-pounds of energy. Pretty comparable, but yet slightly higher muzzle energy from the lighter pellet. Usually, as a rule of thumb, that's not what I see. It's usually the heavier pellet, even at a slower velocity, but just because of the weight of the pellet, it contributes to a larger foot-pounds of energy. But this seemed to prove me wrong in this particular case. 755 feet per second with a 12.65 grain pellet gave 16.02 foot-pounds of energy. Now, regardless, I am extremely happy with the fact that I have modified and built my 2289 to number one, withstand 40 pumps, hold up very well, hold air very well with 40 pumps, and not sacrifice the integrity of the gun, and push out over 16 foot-pounds of energy. That's pretty darn good from a pumper. So again, just super impressed with my 2289 backpacker. Modified. Please do not try 40 pumps on a stock 2289 or 1322. Okay, just wanted to throw that out there and show that this thing is capable of extremely high velocities and extremely high foot-pounds of muzzle energy. So I'm just waiting on a replacement breech for the KT HPA. It is ordered. It has been shipped. It's coming from China, so that's going to take a while. But in the meantime, I have been concentrating on the Crossman carbines that I have. And eventually we'll get back to the larger caliber PCP air guns that I also have. Don't want to get stuck concentrating just on one thing, but I am having a super amount of fun with these Crossmans. So that's it. Till the next time, you guys stay safe and shoot safe.